Kozuki Oden is a legendary character in One Piece, known for his extraordinary strength, free-spirited nature, and courage. He is the son of Kozuki Sukiyaki, the 41st shogun of Wano, and the legitimate heir of the Kozuki family. However, Oden's life was not just a simple journey from a prince to a shogun. Here is the story of Kozuki Oden from his early days. Childhood and youth of Oden. Oden was born into the Kozuki family, a prestigious family entrusted with protecting and leading the land of Wano. From a young age, Oden demonstrated remarkable strength and an extraordinary spirit. He was known for his incredible fighting ability and boundless boldness. Even as a child, Oden was able to defeat large beasts and even adult samurai. However, Oden was not one to follow tradition. He always yearned for freedom and wanted to explore the world beyond Wano. This made him rebellious and often caused trouble. Oden was once expelled from Kuri by his father, Shogun Sukiyaki, due to his unruly behavior. However, Oden proved his worth by improving Kuri and turning it into a prosperous region, forcing his father to acknowledge his talents. The journey to the Grand Line. Although Oden had proven his leadership abilities, he could not abandon his dream of exploring the world. He decided to leave Wano and join the Whitebeard pirates. Oden demonstrated his strength by leaping onto Whitebeard's ship and demanding to join the crew. Impressed by Oden's audacity and strength, Whitebeard accepted him. During his time with the Whitebeard pirates, Oden traveled the world, taking part in many adventures and battles. He became one of the strongest members of the crew and was regarded by Whitebeard as a son. However, Oden's thirst for freedom remained, and he still longed for further exploration. Later, Oden encountered Goldie, Roger, the Pirate King, and decided to join the Roger Pirates to continue his journey. Oden traveled with Roger and his crew to Raftel, the final island of the Grand Line, and witnessed the One Piece treasure. Oden was also the only one able to read poneglyphs, ancient stone tablets containing information about world history and ancient weapons. Returning to Wano and the war against Kaido after completing his journey with Roger, Oden decided to return to Wano to free the country from the tyrannical rule of Orokai and Kaido. However, upon his return, Oden found that Wano had changed. Orokai, with Kaido's support, had taken control of the country and was oppressing the people. Oden tried to negotiate with Orokai and Kaido, hoping to save Wano without bloodshed. However, Orokai took advantage of Oden's kindness and demanded that Oden dance naked in the flower capital once a week in exchange for sparing the lives of the people. Oden agreed to this request and did so for 5 years, hoping to save Wano. Ultimately, Oden realized that Orokai and Kaido never intended to keep their promises. He decided to stand up and fight, leading his 9 retainers, the 9 Red Scabbards, to attack Onigashima, where Kaido and Orokai resided. The final battle and Oden's death. The battle between Oden and Kaido is one of the most iconic fights in One Piece. Oden demonstrated his extraordinary strength, even leaving a permanent scar on Kaido's body. However, the battle was interrupted when Kurozumi Orokai used a person impersonating Oden's son, Momonosuke, to distract him. Kaido seized this opportunity to defeat Oden. After the battle, Oden and his 9 retainers were captured and sentenced to death. They were boiled alive in a pot of hot water. However, Oden showed immense courage and strength by lifting all 9 of his retainers on his back and enduring the torture for an entire hour. In the end, Oden sacrificed himself to save his retainers, but Kaido still decided to execute him. Before his death, Oden told Kaido that he had no regrets and believed that Wano would eventually be freed. Oden's death became an inspiration for the people of Wano and his retainers, who later continued the fight against Kaido and Orokai. Oden's legacy. Oden left behind a great legacy for Wano and the world. He was the only one capable of reading poneglyphs and left crucial information about world history. His son, Kozuki Momonosuke, and his retainers continued the fight against Kaido, hoping one day to free Wano and fulfill Oden's dream. Oden was also an inspiration to Yamato, Kaido's child, who witnessed Oden's bravery and decided to follow in his footsteps. Yamato considered Oden to be an ideal role model and aspired to become like him in order to continue the mission of liberating Wano. Conclusion: Kozuki Oden was a legendary figure who lived a life full of adventure, courage, and sacrifice. He was not only a powerful warrior but also a brilliant leader who always put the well-being of his people above all else. Oden's legacy will forever be remembered in the history of Wano and the world of One Piece.